this is Chetan. I am going to take you through the paper December 2023 MSLR, Math Stats Logical Reasoning. I was told that the paper was very easy. Let us see how easy, difficult or moderate the paper is. All right. So in first chapter, there were two questions asked, that is ratio, proportion, indices and logarithm. So unfortunately, no questions asked on logarithm, only the indices constants only were asked. So let us see the questions. See guys, whenever you get a question like this, the first thing that you have to do is what? Express everything in terms of a prime factor. If you see a 9 power n, 9 is not a prime number. Basically, you're going to write 9 as 3 square. So 3 power 2, 3 power 2 the whole power n into 3 power 5. 27 can be written as 3 power 3 whole power what? 5. Because 27 power 5 is there. Into divided by 3. 81 can be written as 3 power 4 whole power 4. Now all that you need to do is combine every power of 3. Okay, so this is 3 power 2n, and this 5 is going to get added, and 3 5s are 15, that's going to get added. 3 power 1, if there is no power, means 3 power 1, it is taken to the numerator, becomes minus 1. 4 4s are 16, 16 becomes minus 16 when it is taken to the numerator. And this is equal to 27, they have said, so 27 can be written as 3 power 3. Let's have a look. So bases on both the sides are same, therefore the powers can be equated. So 5 plus 15, 20, 20 minus 17 is 3. So 2n plus 3 is equal to 3. So now therefore 2n is equal to 3 minus 3, which is 0. So n is equal to 0. So option B is the right answer. All right. So let's move on to the next question. Given x is equal to root 5 plus root 3 divided by root 5 minus root 3, y is equal to root 5 minus root 3 divided by root 5 plus root 3, find the value of 1 by x square plus 1 by y square. If you observe properly, x and y are reciprocal to each other here. Just find the value of x. Guys, if you want to find the value of x, you need to first of all find numerator, that is 5. Type 5, press the root, press m plus, and type 3, press the root, press m plus mrc. The value of that is 3.9681 divided by, again, root 5 minus root 3. Type 5, press the root, m plus, type 3, press the root, m minus mrc. The value of this is 0.5040. Now divide 3.9681 divide 0.5040, you get 7.8732. This is x value. Guys, if you want to find the y value, just take the reciprocal. So how do you take the reciprocal of this value? Press divided by and equal, you get the value of y, because any value, if you want to take the reciprocal, the value, press a divided by and equal, the value becomes reciprocal to itself. So therefore, you can find the value of reciprocal of 7.8732 by pressing divide and equal. So you get the value 0.1270. 0.1270. Now all that you need to do is find the value of 1 by x square plus 1 by y square. So type the value 1, divide, what is x? 7.8732, and how to take the square of it? Press equal to twice. Okay, and press m plus, Now 1 divided by y square, 1 divided by y value is 0.1270. Since the power 2 is there, equal to 2 times you have to press, and m plus mrc. The result of this is 62. The result of this is 62. Option C is the answer. 62.016 you get. The nearest answer is 62. Let's move on to the next chapter question, that is chapter 2, equations. All right. So the first question in equation, that is question number 3, alpha and beta are the roots of the equation x square minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. Then the value of alpha cube plus beta cube. Guys, you just have to complete you have to express this in terms of what? Alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. You all know alpha cube plus beta cube is alpha plus beta the whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is sum of the roots. So what is sum of the roots? Minus b by a. So b value is minus 4 here. So minus of minus 4 is plus 4, and a value is 1, and therefore minus b by a is 4. So alpha plus beta is minus b by a, which is 4, and alpha into beta. What is alpha into beta? It is c by a, constant is 1, and a is also 1. 1 divided by 1 is 1 itself. So therefore 4 the whole cube minus 3 into 1 into 4. 4 cube is 64, 3 4s are 12, and the result is 52. Option D is the right answer. Hope you understood. So let's move on to the next question. Divide 27 in two parts so that the 5 times the first and 11 times the second together is equal to 195. Then the ratio of first and second part. Guys, you can solve this question by option hitting method. So if you take the first option, 17 is to 10. If you add these two parts, you get 27, right? And then 5 times of the first part, 17 into 5, plus 11 times the second part, 11 into 10, it should be equal to how much? 195. Just check. 17 5s are 85, 11 10s are 110, so which is nothing but 195. So option A is the right answer. Have you understood? So ratio satisfied. I mean, the sum of the two terms is 27, that is satisfied. And obviously 5 times the first and 11 times plus 11 times the second is equal to 195. That is also satisfied. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 5. The solution of the equation 2x minus y equal to 4, 3x plus 4y is equal to 17. Guys, just by option hitting method we can solve. If I plug in 2 and 3, 2 2s are 4, minus 3 is 1. So definitely it is equal to 4. It doesn't satisfy. So if I hit the second option, 2 3s are 6 minus y value is 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. So first equation is satisfied. Second equation, 3 into what is x value? 3, 9 plus 4 into what is y value? 2. 4 2s are 8. 9 plus 8 is 17. So which is equal to 17 only. So therefore option B satisfies the answer. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 6. The roots of the equation x cube plus x square minus x minus 1 equal to 0 are. Guys, you know how to solve a cubic equation. When options are there, so you just solve it by option hitting method. So sum of the roots is minus b by a, and the product of the roots is minus d by a. So therefore sum is what? Minus 1 divided by a is 1. So minus 1 is the sum of the roots, and product of the roots minus d by a. And d is basically negative 1. So minus of minus 1 divided by 1, which is nothing but plus 1. So just hit the options. Guys, if I hit the first option, what is sum of all these three roots? 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. So sum of the roots is satisfied. And if you multiply, minus into minus 1 is plus 1. Plus 1 into 1 is plus 1 only. So option A satisfies all the conditions. Sum of the roots and the product of the roots. Sum of the roots is minus 1. Product of the roots is plus 1. All right. One more question. Two letter questions were asked on cubic equations. Guys, once again the same concept. Sum is equal to what? Minus b by a. B value is minus 23. So plus 23 it's gonna be, and a value is 1. So plus 23, and the product is minus d by a. So you get minus of minus 120 is plus 120. So if you hit the first option, 1 into 10 is 10, 10 into 12 is 120. So product of the roots is satisfied, and sum of the roots, 1 plus 10 is 11, 11 plus 12 is 23. So sum and the product are satisfied for the first option itself. Therefore option A is the right answer. Guys, let's move on to the next question. 2 power x equal to 4 power y is equal to 8 power 7. So we need to find the value of z over here. Guys, what to do? Always the basis must be expressed in terms of the prime factor. So what you write 4 as 2 power 2. Already power y is there, so 2 power 2y. How do you write 8 in terms of prime number? Prime number, it is 2 power 3. Already the power z is there, so 3z. And this is what is the relationship between, if you can see, the bases are same, so you can equate the powers. That means x is equal to 2y is equal to 3z. This is the relationship between x, y and z. Now if you look at the expression given, equation given 1 by 2x, and look at the question, the value of z you want. So express everything in terms of z. So guys, what is x equal to? X equal to 3z. All right. Plus 1 by 4 into what is y in terms of z? If you look at 2y is nothing but 3z. So obviously 4y will be double of that, which is 6z. So in place of this 4y, I can write what? 6z divided plus 1 divided by 6z. We need not change it because we want everything in terms of z only. We want everything in terms of z only, which is equal to 24 by 7. Guys, if you look at the first term, second term and third term, everything is 1 by 6z only. So LCM is 1 by 6z. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So 3 by 6z is equal to 24 by 7. So 3 1s are 3 2s are. So therefore 2z is equal to 7 by 24 by taking the reciprocal, because we want the z value. Z is in the denominator, so obviously we have to take the LCM. So 2z in the denominator, it goes up, becomes plus 2z, and 24 by 7 becomes 7 by 24. Ultimately, we want the value of z, which is equal to 7 by 2 gets cross multiplied with 24, which is nothing but 48. So 7 by 48 is the answer, option C. Guys, let's move on to the next question. The solution of the inequality 5 minus 2x by 3 less than or equal to x minus x by 6 minus 5. If you look at the RHS, right hand side, the common LCM, the LCM, if you take it is 6. So if you simplify it, 6 5s are 30. So 5 minus 2x divided by 3. Now 3 1s are 3 2s are. If you cross multiply 2, 2 5s are 10. 2 into 2x is 4x less than or equal to x minus 30. Minus 4x being negative, if you take it to the right hand side, becomes what? Plus 4x. Plus 4x plus x is plus 5x. If this minus 30 is sent to the left hand side, becomes plus 30. 30 plus 10 is 40. As if you see 5 1s are 5 8s are. So 8 less than or equal to x. That means x is greater than or equal to 8. Option A is the right answer. Hope it is clear. Guys, let's move on to the next question. A software company should recruit more than or equal to 10 employees at a time. More than or equal to 10 employees. Total employees should be more than or equal to 10. Under this condition, the company recruits experienced and fresher employees. Number of experienced persons are X, number of freshers are Y. The value of X and Y can be related by the following. So obviously the sum of experience plus freshers should be more than or equal to 10, because they need to recruit more than or equal to 10 employees. And also number of employees cannot be negative. It must be X greater than or equal to 0 and Y greater than or equal to 0. Number of experienced persons and number of fresh persons, they can't be negative, therefore greater than or equal to 0 only. So therefore option B is the right answer. Guys, let's move on to the next chapter, that is chapter number 4, time value of money. The first question is, how much amount is required to be invested every year so as to accumulate 30,000? Guys, what is 30,000 future value at the end of 10 years? Because they have said clearly at the end of 10 years. How much invested every year? Definitely it's a annuity problem. So FV of AR is given to be 30,000. Guys, and what is the formula for FV of AR? A into 1 plus I whole power n minus 1 divided by I. Guys, how do you say it's future value of AR? Because they have not said anything about whether the investment is done at the end of every year or at the beginning of every year. Obviously it is annuity, regular only. Guys, if you look at A of 10 0.1, this is nothing but the future value of interest factor. So that means this whatever within the bracket I'm encircling here, that's the value 15.9357. So all that you need to do is type 30,000 in the calculator, divided by obviously this goes to the left hand side and gets divided by what? 15.9357, and that gives you 1882.56. that is A value. That is what is annuity. And if you look at the nearest answer, so option A is the right one. 5 6 and it is 3 6. It's the nearest answer. So if you look at the 12th question, suppose Mr. X invested 5,000 every year. Once again an annuity problem from today. So it is annuity due, because what says is today. It is said as what? Today. So today means definitely it is annuity due. Mutual fund. So obviously in mutual fund for 10 years. Guys, if it is for 10 years, what is the future value we need to find out? And the rate of interest is 18% per annum. So FV of annuity due is what we need to compute. So A into 1 plus I whole power n minus 1 divided by I into 1 plus I. So this is the extra term that has to be taken for annuity due. So let's do the computation. 1 plus I, guys, I is 18%, so 1 plus I is going to be 1.18. Raise the power to how many years? 10 years. So press into, keep on pressing equal until the counter number is 11, and then do minus 1, and then do divide, press a divide by button. What is I? 0.18, and then multiply A. What is A value? 5,000. And then add, multiply, press into, what is 1 plus I? 1 plus I is 1.18. So the result is 1,38,775.72. So the nearest answer is option D, 1,38,774.55. That's the nearest answer. So option D is the correct answer. Guys, if you look at the next question, that is question number 13, a person wants to open a shop having, guys, whenever, I told you, whenever you get a lengthy question, always look at the last part of it. What is asked? Which alternate is most suitable? And if you see leasing, purchasing, so definitely it's a problem on leasing. So leasing problems are always present value of annuity regular, correct? So in leasing problem, what you basically want, what is the annuity, what is the leasing cost, rental cost, rent, what is the rent that is paid for the machine? Yes or no? Is it machine or the space? Commercial space, I'm sorry. What is the rent paid for the commercial space? So obviously it is rent of 2 lakhs rupees, 2 lakhs. So A is equal to 2 lakh. And if you look at, guys, this is nothing but the present value of interest factor, present value of interest factor. So obviously it is A into PV of interest factor, or you can use the formula 1 plus I whole power n minus 1 divided by I into 1 plus I whole power n. By computing that, you get the same value, 5.221611. So since we know it's a present value of interest factor, just multiply that with the annuity. What is the annuity given? 2 lakh. So 21611 into A value. A value is how much? 2 lakh. So you get 10 lakh 52,220, 10 lakh 52,220. And if you look at purchasing cost for the space is 12 lakhs. So leasing cost is less than the purchasing cost. So definitely leasing is better, right? Leasing is better. Guys, if you're not able to identify this 5.21611 is a present value of leasing factor, interest factor, you can use the formula A into 1 plus I whole power n minus 1 divided by I into 1 plus I whole power n. So what is I value here? It is 14%. 14% means what? It is 14%. 14% is 0.14. So 1.14 is 1 plus I. Raise the power to how many years? It is for 10 years, right? Raise the power to 10. Press into, keep on pressing equal until the counter number is 11. And then store it because we need it for the denominator. How do you store this? M plus minus 1 divided by I value. What is I value? 0.14. Again divided by. This value is already in the memory. How do you recall? By pressing MRC and then press equal. So you get 5.2161. That means it is nothing but present value of interest factor only. So you just have to multiply that with 2 lakhs. So you get 10 lakh 52,220. Hope you understood. Right? So let's move on to the next question, the question number 14. Guys, it's a laddu question. You need not do actually any computation if you observe. See, guys, they've asked ERI. So, and they have given 1 plus I whole power and you need not do anything. So, you know, what is ERI? ERI is equal to 1 plus I whole power n minus 1 into 100. So, all that you need to do is 1.0824 minus 1 is 0.0824 into 100. The answer is 8.24%. No conversion required. Conversion, everything is done in the, done and given in the data. So you need not do any conversion. Manoj invests rupees 12,000 at 6% per annum SI to obtain the total amount. Guys, principal is given, amount is given, and it is as per SI. Definitely it is type 3. I gave you shortcut for this. You need to find the time. What is it, guys? A minus P divided by P into R. You can press a percentage or you can do into 100 also, into 100 here, or rather you can press a percentage after R. So guys, what is A minus P? A is 14,880 and P is 12,000. Difference is what? 2,880. Clear? 14,880 minus 12,000 is 2,880 divided by P value 12,000. P value is 12,000. And then what you do? Again divide. Press a divide by button. What is R? R value is 6%. Type 6. Press a percentage button now. So you get the value as 4. So 4 years is the answer. Have you understood? Right. Question number 16. Mr. X makes deposit of, the question looks a little lengthy. So what you basically do is read the last part of it. What do you want? Then the maturity value of the money deposited by Mr. X. Guys, is it a one-time deposit or like is it a recurring deposit? Mr. X makes a deposit of 50,000 in the bank for the period of 2.5 years. It is nowhere said every year. So it's a one-time deposit. So definitely this is going to be P. And we need to compute what? A. P into 1 plus I whole power n is what we need to use, because it is as per CI. Guys, you need not do any conversion because they have only done the conversion for 1 plus I whole power n. So you just have to plug in that value. So 1.3382 is 1 plus I whole power 1, 1.3382, and then multiply that with the principal. Principal is 50,000 and the result is 66,910. Guys, they have said off yearly, you need not do any conversion. They have only done the conversion and given the value of 1 plus I whole power, and therefore the answer is 66,910. Option A is the right answer. Guys, let's move on to the next question. Here also they have given some data. Guys, you need to find the future value of the annuity of rupees 2,500. So definitely it's an annuity. A is 2,500. For how many years? N is equal to 12. And the rate of interest is 5% compounded annually. Guys, 1 plus I whole power n value they have given off. So you need to find the future value. Guys, nowhere they have said it is starting from today. So it's by default annuity regular. So what is PV of AR? A into 1 plus I whole power n minus 1 divided by I. Guys, the interest factor is not given, rather they have given 1 plus I whole power n value. So 1 plus I whole power n value is 1.7958. If you subtract 1, it is from 1.7958, you get 0.7958. The result of this is 0.7958. Divide I value is 0.05 because 5% is 0.05 into A value is 2,500, and the result is 39,790. So option B is the right answer. Guys, let's move on to the next question. If the initial investment is rupees 4 lakh becomes 6 lakh, 4 lakh becomes 6 lakh means principal is 4 lakh and 6 lakh is amount. In 24 months, that means 2 years. Yes or no? 24 months is 2 years. Then the compound annual growth rate. Guys, I gave you a shortcut formula for compound annual growth rate. So it is A2 by A1 is equal to, or you can even write A by P also. A2 by A1 or A by P. 1 plus option whole power n2 minus n1. Guys, they have n1, what they have said about n1, initial investment. If they don't specify which year, so n1 can be taken as 0. So n2 minus n1, because it is in 24 months, the difference in the two time duration is 2 years only. So guys, all that we need to do is do A by P. So what is A by P? 6 by 4. 6 lakh by 4 lakh is 1.5 lakhs. 1.5. Yes or no? I mean, you will not get 1.5 lakhs because 6 lakh by 4 lakh, it is 1.5 exactly. Guys, 1 plus option whole power. 1 plus option power. How much? 2, because it is 2 years time duration. Guys, if you hit the first option, 30.33% means the 0.3033. If you add 1 to it, 1.3033, press equal for squaring, you're getting 1.698, which is greater than 1.5. Therefore, option A cannot be the right answer. If you hit the second option, 22.4% means what is 1 plus I for that? 22.4% is 0.224. When you add 1 to it, 1.224, raise the power to 2. Press equal. So it is 1.4981, which is nearer to what? 1.5. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Guys, if you hit option C also, if you hit the option C, it will be definitely lesser than 1.4981, which is nearer to 1.5. So option B itself is the right answer. Guys, if you look at the next question, it is an annuity problem and it is immediate. So PV of AD problem it is. Guys, you need not compute 1 plus I whole power and they have only given. So, but use the formula of PV of AD. What is PV of AD? A into 1 plus I whole power n minus 1 divided by I into 1 plus I whole power n minus 1. Plus A. So this is what is PV of AD. Guys, 1 plus I whole power n minus 1 they have only given because it is 16 years, but n minus 1 becomes 15 only. So whatever they have given is 1 plus I whole power n minus 1. So 2.3965 minus 1 is how much? 1.3965. So the result of the numerator within the bracket is 1.3965. Divide, what is I value, guys? I value is 6%, that means 0.06. Divide again because it's in the denominator. So what is 1 plus I whole power n minus 1? 2.3965. And the result of this should be multiplied with A into, what is A value given? 50,000. Payment, annual payment is 50,000. So 50,000 you have to multiply. Then after that you need to add A. You need to add, how much is A? A is 50,000. So the result is 535,604.5 something 00. So the nearest answer is 5,35,604. The nearest answer is option D. You're getting one digit approximation. I mean, because 612, 604, that's the closest answer. So you can take option D as the right one. Guys, the next question is about the depreciation, because the machine costing 1 lakh has useful life of 10 years, n is equal to 10. And if the rate of depreciation is 12%, and what is the scrap value? Scrap value is always A. So what is depreciation formula? P into 1 minus I whole power n. Guys, you need not compute 1 minus I whole power n. They have given off. So what we need to find A value. Guys, 1 minus I whole power n is 0.27850 into 1 lakh, because present value is 1 lakh. The cost price is always taken as a present value. So when you multiply 1 lakh to it, you get 27,850. So option C is the right answer. And let's move on to the next one. Compute the CI on how much? 6,000 for 1.25 years, because 1 by 4 is 1 divided by 4 plus 1. This is what you need to do for 1 by 4, the mixed fraction, right? First of all, the fraction 1 by 4, then add 1 to it. So 1.25 it is. 8% per annum with interest compounded quarterly. That means I will be not 8%, it is 0.02. 2% means, because 8 by 4 is how much? 2%. 2% means 0.02. And guys, n is not 1.25 because it is quarterly. 1.25 into 4 you have to do, which is equal to 5. So what we need to actually find out is CI. Guys, CI formula is what? P into 1 plus I whole power n minus 1. What is 1 plus I? 1 plus I is, guys, I is 0.02. 1 plus I is going to be 1.02. Raise the power to how much? 5, because it is a quarterly compounding. The number of years is 1.25 into 4 you have to do. So therefore you have to raise the power to 5. So press into, keep on pressing equal until the counter number is 6. Then you have to do minus 1 into the principal. Principal is 6,000. And the answer is 624.48. So option D is the right answer. Have you understood? Let's move on to the next question. The question is, the population of a city increases at the rate of 5% every year. Every year it increases by 5%, so 0.05. Correct? What will be the population of the city in the year 2023 if its population in the year 2021 is 1 lakh? So number of years is obviously 2 here, because 21 to 23 is 2 years. So we need to find out A, because always population is appreciation concept you have to apply. So what is 1 plus I, guys? 1 plus I is 1.05. 1.05, because 5% is the rate of interest. 5% is 0.05 plus 1 is 1.05. Raise the power to 2. Press into, press equal for squaring into the principal. What is the principal? 1 lakh. So type 1 lakh. You get the answer 1,10,250. So option B is the right answer. Is that clear? So let's move on to the question number 23. Mr. XYZ invested rupees 60,000 in a nationalized bank in the form of a fixed deposit at the rate of 7.5% per annum SI. So it is as per SI problem. So this is principal. He received 73,500 after the end of term of fixed deposit. So obviously this is amount. Calculate the period. That means you need to find a T. Guys, when the amount, principal and the rate are given, so how do you find T? It's a type 3. Shortcut is what? A minus P divided by P into R percentage, or you can do what? Into 100 also. So what is A minus P? 73,500 minus 60,000 is 13,500. Please type 13,500. Divide P first. Press a divide by button. P is what? 60,000. Again divide R. What is R, guys? 7.5. Press a percentage, because there's a percentage here. Press a percentage. You get the answer is 3. So 3 years is the answer, option A. Calculate the PV of 2,000 to be required after 10 years. Guys, you need to find the PV of rupees 2,000 to be required after 10 years compounded annually at 5%. Guys, is it an annuity problem? Definitely it's not an annuity problem, because 2,000 is not required invested every year. So definitely we need to find the PV of rupees 2,000 to be required after 10 years. You want 2,000 after 10 years, that means 2,000 is amount. So what we need to find out is present value P. So guys, amount P is equal to A divided by 1 plus I whole power n. As you all know, A is equal to P into 1 plus I whole power n. So now what you need to basically do is, A value is how much? 2,000. So type 2,000 divided by 1 plus I whole power n value is given of 1.6 62889. So the result of this is 1227.82. That means option A is the right answer. Guys, these were the questions asked on chapter 4, that is time value of money. So there were 24 from how many? So 11 to 24. So how many questions? 14 questions were asked, right? As expected, and there were easy questions also, right? Find n if np2 is equal to 72. Guys, this can be solved by option hitting. You know, np2 means how many terms? 2 terms. Multiplication of 2 terms should result in 82. So definitely, guys, 12 into 11, if you do, it's more than 72 it is. So it can't be option A, can't be option B, can't be option C. If you hit the option D, so if you plug in n is equal to 9, so 9p2. What is 9p2? 9 into 8. The answer is 72. So therefore, n is equal to 9 is the right answer. Guys, 26th question, if you see, it's like what? NCR is equal to NCR plus S. NCS, I'm sorry. If NCR is equal to NCS, then what is R plus S equal to? And it's a property of combination. So what is there in place of R, guys? 2R. What is there in place of S? R plus 3, and that should be equal to n. So 2R plus R is 3R, and n is equal to how much here? N is equal to how much? N is equal to 15. In place of n, we have 15. So 3R is equal to 15 minus 3 is 12. So R is equal to 4. The question asked us to find the value of R. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Guys, look at the question number 27. In how many different ways the letters of the word corporation be arranged so that the vowels always come together? First of all, count the number of letters in the word corporation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 letters, out of which how many vowels are there? Out of 11 letters, how many vowels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vowels. Guys, 5 vowels and 6 consonants. So 5 vowels are to be taken as 1 and 6 consonants. If you add 1 plus 6 is 7 letters. So 7 letters can be arranged in 7 factorial ways. Guys, the 5 vowels that together can be reshuffled among themselves in how many ways? 5 factorial ways. Divided by, we have to take care of the repetition. Guys, you can see O has repeated 3 times. So 3 factorial you have to divide. Is it just O which has repeated? No, it is even R. R has repeated how many times? 2 times, so 2 factorial. Anything else which is repeated here? Anything else which is repeated? There's no other letter which is repeated, therefore that's it. So 7 factorial is 5040 into 5 factorial is 120, divide 3 factorial is 6, again divide 2 factorial is 2. The result is 50,400. So option D is the right answer. Have you understood? Clear? Right. So let's move on to the next question, that is on chapter 6, sequence and series. Guys, the nth term of an AP is given as 7n minus 2. So Tn is equal to 7n minus 2. They're asked to find what? Sum of n terms. Don't find sum of n terms. Find the sum of 2 terms. Guys, if you want to find the sum of 2 terms, you need to add T1 and T2. That means first term and the second term. So what is T1, guys? Plug in n is equal to 1 in Tn. You get 5 because 7 1s are 7. 7 minus 2 is 5. What is T2? Plug in n is equal to 2. 7 2s are 14. 14 minus 2 is 12. Guys, what is T1 plus T2? T1 is 5. T2 is 12. Therefore, S2 is 17. Whichever option gives you 17 is the right answer. Guys, by plugging in what? Put n is equal to 2 in the options. Guys, if I put n is equal to 2, 7 into 2 square, that is 28. 2 into 2 is 4. 28 plus 4 is 32. Into half, it is 16. Definitely, it is not the right answer. Guys, if you see this, definitely it will be lesser than 16 because something is getting subtracted from 28. It can't be the answer. If you see option C, guys, 7 into 4 because n square is 4 plus 3 into 2 is 6. 28 plus 6 is 34. 34 into half is 17. So option C is the right answer. Guys, let's move on to the next question. That is question number 29. Find the 17th term of an AP series if 15th and 21st terms are 30.5 and 39.5 respectively. Guys, I have given a shortcut for this. What's the shortcut? So if you want to find A, it is A2 minus A1 divided by T2 minus T1 into T1 minus A1 under modulus. Guys, what is T1 basically? 15th term means 1 less than that, which is 14. This is T1. So 21st term means 1 less than that, which is 20, which is T2, right? T2. And then this is A1 and this is A2. Guys, 39.5 minus 30.5 is 9 divided by T2 minus T1. Guys, T2 minus T1, 20 minus 14 is 6. So guys, if you do this, this is the value of D. Whatever you have done, A2 minus A1 by T2 minus D1, that is D value, which is 1.5. So this is D value. Keep this aside. Into, press into button. What is T1? T1 is 14. Then do minus, press a minus button. A1 is 30.5. And the result is minus 9.5 you get, but you have to take it as plus 9.5 only, because it is a modulus. Guys, what you now have to do, you have to find the 17th term. T17 is A plus 16D. So first of all, do 16D. 16 into D value is 1.5 plus what is A value? 9.5, and the result is 33.5. The result is 33.5. Option A is the right answer. Let's look at the next question. For an infinite GP with the A and R as the first term and the common ratio respectively, its sum is 4 and the second term is 3 by 4. What is the second term of a GP basically? AR. So AR is given to be 3 by 4. Guys, just do option hitting method. If there is a clash between the options, then only you have to check for sum of infinite GP. Guys, if you look at A into R, if I do A into R, 1 into 1 by 4 is 1 by 4 itself, which is not 3 by 4. Option A is not the right answer. If you do option B, 3 into 3 by 4 is 9 by 4, but we have to get second term is 3 by 4. This is not the right answer. Third option, 3 into 1 by 4, because A into R we are doing, right? A into R is 3 by 4. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Right? And even if you want to confirm S infinity, A divided by 1 minus R, guys, you know what to do for 1 minus R. 1 minus R value is 1 by 4 here. 1 minus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. When it is taken up, it becomes 4 by 3 into A value is 3. So 3 cancel. So it is equal to 4. Therefore, sum of infinite GP is 4. Even that is also satisfied. Guys, if you look at the next question, find the value of X for the following data. So, it's an AP basically, where A value is 1 and D value is 6. We need to find the value of X. So where is X, guys? The X is basically in the options. All right, X is basically in the option. Guys, what is this 225? It is nothing but Sn. So what is Sn formula? N by 2 into A plus L. N by 2 into A plus L. What is L here? Nothing but X. So X itself is in the options. Guys, if I hit the first option, okay, if I take X as 56, you know the shortcut to find N is L minus A by D plus 1. So L is basically 56. 56 minus 1 is 55. 55 divided by D value is how much? 6. Guys, you get a decimal value. Definitely 56 cannot be the right answer. Look at 63. 63 minus 1 is 62. If I divide by D value, that is 6. Once again, you get a decimal value. It can't be the right answer. Now, let's hit X value as 49. Guys, if I hit the X value as 49, that is L value is 49. So 49 minus 1 is 48 divided by what is D value? 6. Then plus 1 you do, you get 9. So N value is equal to 9. So now hit the, use this formula N by 2. 9 by 2 into A plus L. A is 1, L is 49. X itself is L here actually. Right. So 50 into 9 divided by 2. If you do, you get 225. The given sum is also 225. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Is that clear, everyone? So let's move on to the next question. Guys, these are the questions from sets, relations, and function, chapter number 7. So they have given A and they have given B. They've asked you to find the cross product or the Cartesian product of A union B into A intersection B. So what is A union B? You have to combine the elements of A and B. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is what you get. And what is A intersection B? The common elements between A and B, which is nothing but 2 only. Guys, how to take the Cartesian product? 1 into 1 comma 2, 1 comma 2, then 2 comma 2, then 3 comma 2, and then 4 comma 2. And the right answer is 1 comma 2, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 2, and 4 comma 2. So option D is the right answer. Guys, the next question, if B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how many elements are there? 5 elements. The number of proper subsets. Guys, number of proper subsets is 2 power n minus 1. N is equal to 5, so 2 power 5 minus 1. 2 power 5 is 32. 32 minus 1 is 31. So option C is the right answer. Let's move on to the next question, that is 34. Set A and set B and even set C are given. So we need to find A cross B union C. What is A? 1, 2 cross B union C. Combine the elements of C, B and C, you get 3, 4, 5, 6. We just have to take the Cartesian product. Guys, first of all, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Then same thing, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, and 2, 6. So which option is the right answer? 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 4 is there, yes. 2, 5 is there, yes. 1, 5 is there, yes. 1, 6 is there, yes. 2, 6 is there, yes. So option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Guys, let's move on to the next question. In a survey of 100 boys, guys, if you look at the last part of the question, I mean, whenever the question is lengthy, what you do, read the last part of it. Find the number of boys who are using all the colors. So intersection is what we need to find. Guys, how many colors are there? White, red, and blue. So obviously it's a the formula of 3 sets we have to use. What is that? P of A union B union C is equal to P of A plus, sorry, it's not P, it's a cardinal number that we have to use, not in terms of probability, in terms of cardinal number. N of A union B union C is equal to N of A plus N of B plus N of C minus N of A intersection B minus N of B intersection C plus N of A intersection B intersection C. This formula is not to be written on the form in the paper, right? N of A union B union C, guys, if not given, the total boys only are taken as N of A union B union C. Guys, N of A plus N of B plus N of B, 50 plus 40 plus 30, 50 plus 40 plus 30, and intersection of two things have to be subtracted, that is 20, 15 and 10. Minus 20 minus 15 minus 10. Okay, so you get 75. So except this last term, take the 75 on the left hand side. So 100 minus 75 is 25. So N of A intersection B intersection C is 25. So option B is the right answer. Guys, let's move on to the next question, that is from chapter number 8, differential and integral calculus. If you look at the first question, it is a question on integral calculus, and if you look at x square plus 4, if I let it as t, obviously derivative of x square plus 4 is 2x, but I don't have a 2x. How do I get 2x there? So x square plus 4, if I take it as t, so 2x dx is equal to dt. So x dx is equal to dt by 2. So in place of x dx, you can write dt by 2. Or you can take 1 by 2 dt inside. Now root of t it is. Now the limits will change when the because the given limits are for x. When you substitute in terms of t, the limits will change. When x is equal to 0, what happens to t? 0 plus 4 is t is equal to 4 when x is equal to 0. When x is equal to upper limit 1, what happens to when x is equal to 1? T is equal to 1 square is 1, 1 plus 4 is 5. So the limits are 4 to 5. Guys, what is integration of t, root t? Root t is basically t power 1 by 2. So integration of t power 1 by 2 is t power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. Already 1 by 2 is there. Limits are 4 to 5. Guys, you can look 3 by 2, if it is taken up, it becomes 2 by 3, and apply the limits. T power 3 by 2. Guys, t is basically 5. Upper limit is 5. 5 power 3 by 2 minus lower limit is 4. 4 power 3 by 2. If you look at 2 gets cancelled, the answer is 1 by 3. 5 power 3 by 2 is 5 power 1 into 5 power 1 by 2. 5 power 1 is 5. 5 power 1 by 2 is root 5. 4 power 3 by 2 is 4 power 1 plus 4 power 1 into 4 power 1 by 2. 4 power 1 by 2 is root of 4, which is 2. 4 into 2 is 8. So therefore 5 root 5 minus 8, outside the bracket 1 by 3. So therefore the answer is option A. 1 by 3 into 5 root 5 minus 8 is the right answer. Guys, look at the next question, question number 37. So it is x cube plus y cube minus 3axy is equal to 0. Find dy by dx. So the function is definitely the implicit function. So how do you differentiate an implicit function? Dy by dx, a shortcut for implicit function is minus outside. Numerator, differentiate x with respect to x, taking what as constant? Y is constant. So derivative of x cube is 3x square. And derivative of y cube is 0 because y is constant for the numerator, minus 3ay are constant and derivative of x is 1. Right, and in denominator exactly ulta you need to do, differentiate y with respect to y taking x as constant. So derivative of x cube is 0, derivative of y cube is 3y square, and in 3ax we have a constant 3ax because in denominator x is constant, even a is constant, 3 is constant, derivative of y is 1. Guys, if you look at the common term in both numerator and denominator is 3. If I take out 3, it will be x square minus 3y, 3ay, x square minus ay, sorry, because 3 is being taken out, divided by y square minus ax. Guys, if I take out the negative sign from the numerator, it's gonna be 3 into ay minus x square divided by y square minus ax, so which is nothing but option A only. Ay minus x square divided by y square minus ax. By taking the negative sign from the numerator, so ay becomes a negative, negative becomes what? Positive. So ay becomes positive and x square becomes a negative. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Guys, look at the next one. It's a parametric differentiation. So I told you how to solve it in one step in the for parametric differentiation. For the numerator, differentiate y function with respect to t. Derivative of 2t square is 4t. Derivative of, for denominator, differentiate x term with respect to t. Derivative of 5t square is 10t, and the constant is 0. You need not differentiate. T cancels. 4 by 10 is 2 by 5. Option D is the right answer. Guys, look at the next question. Question number 39. Integration 1 to 3 e power x minus 1 by x square. Guys, what is integration of e power x? E power x itself, the limits are 1 to 3. What is integration of minus 1 by x square? Integration of minus 1 by x square is just 1 by x, because you know derivative of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. So integration of minus 1 by x square is plus 1 by x. The limits are 1 to 3. Apply the limits now. Upper limit minus lower limit. X becomes 3 in the upper limit. X becomes 1 in the lower limit. Plus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 1, which is 1 itself. Now what is this, guys? E power 3 minus e. Okay, what is 1 by 3 minus 1? Minus 2 by 3. Yes or no? So therefore option A is the right answer. Guys, these were the question from mathematics. Let's move on to the questions on logical reasoning. Find the missing number. So guys, if you look at the sequence 2, 3, 2, 3, 8, a question mark, and 3, 9, 6, 8. If you see, guys, 2 square is 4, minus 1 is 3. 3 square is 9, 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 square minus 1, if you do, is 64, minus 1 is 63. Just check whether this will satisfy this. 63 square minus 1. What is 63 square? 63 press into press equal. Minus 1, if you do, you get 3968, which is 3968 given as it is. So therefore, option B is the right answer. Guys, find the odd man out. 16, 25, 36, 72, 144, 196, 225. If you look at all the numbers are squares, perfect squares, except for the number 72. So therefore, option B is the right answer. All the other numbers are the perfect squares. Yes or no? Let's move on to the next question. Statement is coded as TNEMETATS. If you look at, guys, it is coded in the exactly reverse order. So same thing you have to apply for political also. Reverse order, if you code L and P, and then A becomes the second letter, O becomes the last letter. LAOP, 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 LAOP. First and option. Oh, first and third, first, second, and even last option are quite similar. So it's better we get what? The code for all the letters quickly. So guys, L, A, I, T, I, L, O, P. So what's the right answer? So LAC, right? It's LAC. LAC Then, oh, there's a mistake here. 1 second. First letter is L, last letter is P, and the second letter is A, last but one letter is O, and then C over here. So definitely LAC, and then L here, and then we are left out with ITI. So T will stay at the center only. Yeah. So the right answer is ITI. So therefore the right answer is option A. Is it clear? Right option is option A. So let's move on to the next question. Let's move on to the next question. 43rd it is. In a certain language, Sikkim is written as THLJJL. So guys, what is the coding pattern here? S to T it's +1, I to H it is -1, K to L is +1, K to J it is -1, I to J +1, M to L -1. So +1, -1, +1, -1 pattern. Apply the same thing for training. +1 for T is U, -1 for R is Q, +1 for A is B, -1 for I is H. UQBH, UQBH. You see that in only option B. You need not get the code for other letters. UQBH. The first 4 letters are present in option B only. Guys, look at the next question. Look at the next question. 44th. In a certain coding language, peer is coded as 7519, a toil is coded as 2693. What is the code for doctor? Guys, there is no code for D. But if you look at the first number, it's the same. So D can be coded as 4. 4 is not given in any of this codes. So D can definitely take a code because all the options have the first digit as 4 only. So, and look at the second letter O. Guys, do we have O? Yes, we have O, which is 6. So 4, 6. So second digit is perfectly the same, 6 only. Now guys, the third letter C. What is C actually? We have a C. We don't have a C. So C can be 3. In all the digits you can see, in all the option, the third digit is 3 only. So 463. Definitely 463 are the first 3 digits. Now what may differ is, I mean, even the next digit is also same. Okay, so you can just check for the last but one. What is last but one here? O. So guys, O is what? O is basically 6. O is basically 6. So the only option where O is coded as 6 is option C. So the answer for the 44th question is option C. 463269 is the answer. Let's move on to the next question, number 45. Guys, Kamal walks 10 kilometers north. From the starting point, he walks 10 kilometers north, and then from there he goes 6 kilometers south. Guys, going north and 6 kilometers south means again he comes back, right? He comes back 6 kilometers south, and then he goes 3 kilometers towards east. 3 kilometers towards east. Now the question is how far and in which direction is he from the reference point? Reference point is the starting point. Guys, definitely he is actually in the northeast. So northeast, there are 2 options, right? So is it 7 or 5? We have to compute. Guys, what is this distance? Can you tell me? It is 4, because from the starting point initially he went 10 kilometers. He came back 6 kilometers. Therefore, this is 4 and this is 3. Definitely this will be 5, because distance is what? Distance is always root of horizontal square, that is 3 square, and the vertical square, 4 square. 4 square is 16, 3 square is 9, 16 plus 9 is 25, root 25 is 5. So 5 kilometers northeast direction is the right answer. Guys, look at the next question. Sunita walked 30 meters towards east. Starting point, she walked 30 meters towards east. Took right turn. Right turn means upwards. How much she went? 40 meters. Then she took a left turn. Left turn means R left only, and walked how much? 30. In which direction she is now from the starting point? In which direction is she now from the starting point? From the starting point, if you see, so how many turns she took actually? She walked 30 meters to the east. All right, that is tick. She took right turn and walked 40. So east right turn is what? Oh, there's a mistake here. Guys, from the starting point, she walked 30 meters towards east. Starting point 30 meters towards east. Took right turn. Right is downwards. She walked 40 meters. Then she took left turn. Left is R. Right. How many meters? 30 feet. 30 meters. In which direction is she now from the starting point? From the starting point, she is now towards the southeast, downwards and right. So answer is southeast. So option C is the right answer. Have you understood? Now let's move on to the next question. Yeah. The question is, Mr. X walks 14 kilometers towards north. From the starting point, 14 kilometers north. Then what he did, from there he walked 8 kilometers towards south. So 8 kilometers towards south, that means downwards. All right. And then he walks 8 kilometers towards west. West is our left. Correct? 8 kilometers. Then in which direction is he with reference to the starting point? Starting point, you can see from the starting point is upwards and towards the left. So northwest. The only option you can see northwest is option A. You need not find the distance. Even if you want to find the distance, horizontal is 8. What is the vertical? Vertical is definitely 6 because the total is 14. He came back 8 kilometers south. So obviously this is 6. 6 square plus 8 square under root is the distance. So 6 square is 36. 8 square is 64. So 100 root of 100 is 10. So option A is the right answer. Yes, let's move on to the next question. Mr. X walks now northwards. From the starting point, he went northwards. Turned to his right. Guys, they have not specified the distances for the right and the left. You can cancel one right and one left. Finally, walking 50 meters. Finally, after walking 500 meters, he turned to his left. Only one left is remaining. Okay, only one left is remaining. So the answer is west. Option C is the answer. Even if you solve it conventionally also without cancelling north, east, south, right and left, you will still get the same answer. If you want, you can just check. Mr. X walks northwards. From the starting point, north. After a while, he turned to his right. Right is our right only. And little further, he to his left. Left is definitely upwards. Finally, after walking 500 meters, he turned to his left. Left is west only. So the final answer is option C only. Guys, let's move on to the next chapter, that is chapter number 11, that is seating arrangement. Let's solve the questions on seating arrangement. Guys, 7 friends P, Q, R, S, T, U are watching a movie sitting in a row. S is sitting at one of the extreme end. It could be left extreme or the right extreme. We are not sure about it. It's not a sure one. Always pick the sure one. Q is sitting second to the right of S. This is a sure one. Second to the right of S. Q over here. All right. And then P is sitting between O and Q. P is sitting between O and Q. Guys, they have said what? Q is sitting second to the, S is sitting at one of the extreme. So if S is sitting at one of the extreme, definitely S should be at the left extreme because someone is sitting to the right. So S cannot be at the right extreme. So, Q is second to the right of S. Definitely S should be at the left extreme. That is fixed. There's no one to the left of S. Now, regarding Q, they have said one thing. What is it? P is sitting between O and Q. So definitely P should be here and O should be here. So how many people we have marked so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many more people we have? How many more positions we have to mark? 2 more positions. Guys, with respect to these people, do we have any sure statement? R is sitting immediate left of T. Guys, I cannot make those 2 people seated at this particular place. Definitely T and R should be together. Definitely the right of O only. So R is sitting left of T. So R should be here and T should be definitely here. Guys, they have not said anything about in which direction they are facing. So by default, it is north facing only. So definitely who is remaining? P, Q, R, S, T. Who is remaining? U is remaining. So U should be definitely seated over here. So what is the question asked? Who is sitting in the middle? In the middle, P. So option B is the right answer. Guys, let's move on to the next question. The question is 8 persons A to H are sitting in a circle. So circle means mark 8 positions first of all and pick the sure statement. D sits third to the left of A. So first of all, position A here. and D third to the left means because A is facing north. 1, 2, 3. D comes over here. E sits immediate right of A. Definitely E should be here. And then B is third to the left of D. Guys, all are facing the center. Left is the this side of D. Yes or no? So left looks to, as though it is our right. Yes or no? So third to the right, left of D means our right side. 1, 2, 3. Here comes B. G is second to the right of B. So G should be definitely here because B is facing center. All are facing center. Definitely G should be at this particular position, satisfying the condition. C is a neighbor of B. The only position that is remaining where C could be a neighbor is this position, and only two more positions. C is third left of H. C is third left of H. Definitely H should be here. You can see this side is left of H. First left, second left, third left is C. The only person remaining is who? The only person remaining is F. So the question asked is what? Who is sitting exactly between F and E? Exactly between F and E is A. So option A is the answer. That means option D. Yes, let's move on to the next question. This is similar to the questions which we have solved from the ICAi material questions, right? 5 senior citizens are living in multi-storied building. Mr. Mahesh lives in a flat above Mr. Ashokan, Mr. Lokesh in a flat below Mr. Gaurav. Guys, if you see, no statement is a sure one. No statement is a sure one. So what you need to basically do is pick a person having more references. Guys, if you see, other than Mahesh, every other person is referred in more than more than one statement. We will take you can take Ashokan, you can take Lokesh, you can take Gaurav. So let me take Ashokan first of all. So if I fix up Ashokan, with respect to Ashokan, what are the statements we have? Mahesh lives in a flat above Mr. Lokesh, Ashokan. So leave a gap and mark Mahesh, because it can be like 2 flats above. Mahesh in a flat, 2 flats above or 3 flats above, where exactly we don't know. So I leave a space. And then with respect to Ashokan, there's one more statement. Mr. Ashokan lives in a flat above Mr. Gaurav, so Gaurav should be below. So obviously show some space between Ashokan and Gaurav. There could be one more flat or 2 more flats between Ashokan and Gaurav. We don't know. Now already we have marked 3 flats: Ashokan's, Mahesh and Gaurav's. Now with respect to Gaurav, do we have any statements? This is done. Ashokan, Gaurav done. Then yes, we have Mr. Lokesh in a flat below Mr. Gaurav. So below Mr. Gaurav is Lokesh. Clear? Now with respect to Lokesh, what does that we see? Mr. Rakesh lives in a flat below Mr. Lokesh. So these are only the actual positions. Even though we have left a gap, still these are the actual positions because no other flats left out. So all 5 flats have been marked. Now only the question asked is what? Who lives in the bottommost flat? Rakesh lives in the bottommost flat. Option D is the answer. Guys, let's move on to the next question. Question number 52 and 53. Let's solve the question. L is to the right of M. Is it a sure one? It's not a sure one. And is at third place to the right of N, and refers to the first person. Who is the first person? L. So third place to the right of N. So N is a reference person. 1, 2, 3. So here comes L. Clear? Now always pick for a short statement, guys. K is at end of the row. K is at end of the row. Could be to the left end or to the right end, which we don't know actually. Okay. Q is adjacent to both O and P. Q is adjacent to both O and P. Guys, first of all, there are how many friends? 9 friends. There are how many friends? 9 friends. So how many positions we have marked? Only 4 positions. O is third left of K. O is third left of K. Guys, Q is adjacent to both O and P. J is right next to L. Because already we have marked L, we can mark this one. J is right next to L. Right next to L means right next to L could be here or could be even here. So where exactly is it given? Is it anything specified about that? Is it anything specified about that? So let's take J to the right next to L means to the right side only we shall take, and left of O. J is basically left of O. So is it immediate left of O? We don't know. Is it immediate left of O? We don't know. We have to just see. Suppose if I place O here, guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 positions. And how many more positions remaining? 3 more positions remaining. So O is third left of K. O is third left of K. So definitely 1, 2, 3. So if K is placed here, O is third left of K. So that will be satisfied. And regarding K, have they specified? K is at one end of the row. So all 9 positions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All 9 positions have been marked. All 9 positions have been marked. Now guys, regarding O, they have given a statement. What is it? Q is seated adjacent to both O and P. So Q is seated adjacent to both O and P. So what do you mean by that? Q is in between. Q is in between O and P. Now there are 2 people remaining. Who are those 2 people? M and R. Regarding M and R, have they given anything? What they have said, L is to the right of M. L is to the right of M. Guys, that doesn't mean that L is immediate right of M. L could be second right of M, or L could be immediate right of M also. So there is no sure statement saying that M stays here or M is seated here. So we are not sure about it. If M is seated here, R sits here. So in that case, L should be the immediate right of M should have been the question. This leads to an ambiguity actually. So the question should have been L is to the immediate right of M. Suppose if you assume immediate right of M, then R will be to the immediate left of M it is. So these are the 9 positions that we have marked. Who is immediate left of M? Immediate left of M is R. Suppose if it is the other way round here, other way round, R here and M here, immediate left of M will be N. So even N is also there in the options. So in the question, it should have been L is to the immediate right of M. So there is an ambiguity here. So just let me know if the question is correct, right? Who is sitting at the center of the row? Guys, who is sitting at the center of the row? Definitely J. Option B is the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. That is question number 53, right? Sorry, 54. Guys, these are the questions from the blood relations. 54th. When Mr. P saw Mr. Q, he recalled. See guys, this is what? Within the quotes. So within the quotes, he or she is the reference person. Who is the reference person? Reference person is Q. And who is the speaker here? Because he is recalling actually. So that means P himself is the speaker. Guys, he is the son. Who? The reference person. Q is the son of someone. Who is that someone? The father of my daughter's mother. Guys, father of my daughter's mother. Guys, my daughter's mother. Who is my daughter's mother? Son of father of my daughter's mother. So father of, he is a father of someone. Who is that someone? My daughter's mother. Guys, my daughter's mother will be definitely here. I mean, below the father, my daughter's mother should be definitely here. So my daughter's mother is here, definitely myself. See, my daughter's mother is my wife. So where should be me? Me should be here. So my daughter should be here. My daughter's mother is definitely my wife. So this fellow is my wife's brother. The question is what? Who is Mr. Q to Mr. P? So Q is basically, who is me in the question? P. So Q is brother-in-law to P. Q is brother-in-law to P. Option D is the right answer. Guys, if you see, what they have said is he is a son of who? Q is the son of, because he means the reference person. He is a son to someone. Who is that someone? The father. Who is he? He is the father of whom? My daughter's mother. So if he is a father of my daughter's mother should be a sibling to Q. So my daughter's mother is nothing but my wife, right? Where should be me? Next to my wife, right? So definitely for me, that means P, Q is brother-in-law. Let's move on to the next question. 6 members of a family A, B, C, D, E, and F are traveling together. B is the son of C. B is son of C. But C is not a mother. C should be definitely father. A and C are married couple. So A should be a female. And then E is a brother of C. E is a brother of C. So sibling. D is a daughter of A. D is a daughter of A. So D should be here. And F is a brother of B. So F should be here. Who is mother of B? Guys, from B, C is a father and A is a mother. So A is a mother to B. Not just for B, even F and D also. A is mother. Guys, look at the next question. Introducing a boy, Akshat said. Who said? Akshat said. His mother. Whose mother? The boy's. Boy is a reference person here. His mother. His mother should be above. Who is she? Is the only daughter. She is the only daughter to someone. Who is that someone? My mother-in-law. My mother-in-law. She is the only daughter of whom? My mother-in-law. So definitely his mother should be my wife. Correct? His mother should be my wife. That means myself should be a husband to his mother. Yes or no? Who is me in the question? Akshat. Akshat is me in the question. Now, how is Akshat related to boy? See, where is the boy? Boy is he. Correct? See, Akshat's wife is his mother. Yes or no? So, obviously, boy is son to Akshat and Akshat is father to the boy. Akshat is father to the boy. Is it clear? Let's move on to the next question, 57th. Showing the man playing the cricket, Miss P said. Who said? P said, he is the brother of my uncle's daughter. Who? He. The boy. The man. He means the man. Who is he? He is the brother. Brother means brother to someone. Who is that someone? My uncle's daughter. My uncle's daughter. Guys, who is uncle's or aunt's daughter? Nothing but a cousin, right? Whose cousin? My cousin. Guys, brother of my cousin will be my cousin only, right? Brother of my cousin or sister of my cousin will be my cousin only. Who is the man to Miss P? Man to Miss P is a cousin only. Because he is a brother to my cousin. Definitely brother to my cousin is my cousin only. That means P's cousin only. Guys, in a family there are 6 members A to F. A and B are married couple. A and B are married couple. Double-headed arrow. And then A being the male member. If A is a male, B should be a female. A is a male and B is a female. Okay. A being a male member. Alright. D is a son of C. D is a son of C and is a brother of A. D is a son of C and brother of A. D is a brother of A. Alright. And then E is a sister of D. E is a sister of D. What next, guys? E is a sister of D. And then B is a daughter-in-law of F. B is a daughter-in-law of F. That means definitely A's parent. A's parent is F. F is a female whose husband has died, actually they have said. F is a female. So that means to say, how C related to B, they have asked. How C related to B. So basically, whose husband has died. So C is the only, D is the only son to C. D is the only son to C. What could be the possibilities? F's husband is died actually. F's husband is died. So if F's husband is died, and they've clearly said B is a daughter-in-law of F. Definitely, A's parent is F. A's parent is F. So F's husband is died, and these two are siblings. A and D are siblings. So how can A and D be siblings? And if F's husband has died, that means C could be the second. I mean, F might have married another guy after husband has died. So that person could be C, right? That person could be C, isn't it? So that means both A and D are the sons to F. C, I mean D is the only son to C. So there is a litigation here, but still, assuming that C is a stepfather to whom? A. All right. How is C related to B? They are asking. How is C related to B? So C could be. So there is no relation actually. Correct. There is no blood relation between C and B over here. Correct. So even the option doesn't match. Even the options doesn't match. Guys, there's a mistake in the question. Right. So please comment on this. Right. Guys, look at the next question, 59. Pointing to a lady, Suresh said. So lady is a reference person and Suresh is a speaker. She is the mother of my son's wife's daughter. Who? The lady. She is a mother to someone. Who is that someone? My son's wife. My son's wife is my daughter-in-law. My son's wife is my daughter-in-law. My daughter-in-law's daughter. Right? My daughter-in-law's daughter is my granddaughter. Correct? My son's wife's daughter is my granddaughter. If my granddaughter is here, where should be myself? Myself should be above. Okay. So my son's wife daughter. So this lady should be my son's wife. Where should be my son? My son should be over here, husband to that lady. Now what's the question they've asked? How is Suresh related to the lady? So who is Suresh actually? Me is Suresh actually. So Suresh is here, right? Myself, the speaker, right? How is Suresh related to the lady? To the lady, the Suresh is. So my son's father is myself, right? Obviously, myself should be above my son. So here should be Suresh. So Suresh is definitely father-in-law to that lady. Yes or no? Option D is the answer. Yes, have you understood? What they've said is, Suresh has said that she is, who is that? Lady is the mother. She is the mother to someone. To whom? Who is that person? My son's wife's daughter. My son's wife's daughter. My son's wife's daughter. That means my granddaughter. My granddaughter. Definitely this lady is my son's daughter, my son's wife. So definitely my son should be next to the lady. And where should be myself? Above my son. All right. So therefore, the answer for this question is myself is Suresh here, right? And how is Suresh related to the lady? To that lady, Suresh is father-in-law. Yes, let's move on to the next question. Question number 60. All right. Pointing to a lady, a man said. Who said? The man said, the son of her only brother. Son of her only brother. Son of her only brother. Her only brother. Her only brother should be here. Her son is here. Who is he? He is brother of my wife. My wife's brother. This fellow is a son to whom? Her only brother. So, He's none other than the brother of my wife, my wife's brother. So where should be myself? Where should be myself? First of all, my wife should be next to this fellow. And where should be me? Next to my wife. Who is me in the question? Man. Her only brother is here. Where should be she? She should be over here. Correct? Huh? She means the lady. Now, what is the question they have asked? The question they have asked is what? How is the lady related to the man? Who is the man actually? Man is here. This lady. Guys, this lady is man's wife. Man's wife's father. Man's wife's father is man's father-in-law. So this lady is definitely sister to man's father-in-law. So the answer is sister of father-in-law. Correct? Yes, let's move on to the next question. That is from chapter number 13, statistical description of data. A perpendicular drawn from the point of intersection of two ogives on the horizontal axis gives the value of median, which is nothing but the second quartile. By plotting the cumulative frequency against the respective class boundary, we get definitely ogives. Guys, the frequency of visitors in an office given below. So we need to find the cumulative frequency of the visitors for the time 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Guys, first of all, cumulative frequencies means what? First CF is same as the first original frequency. Second CF is 5 plus 18 is 23, 23 plus 7 is 30, 30 plus 12 is 42. They have asked for the class 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So 23 is the answer. Yes, let us look into the next question, number 64. The class length for the following data is 5. Length of the class is given. Calculate the number of class intervals. Guys, number of class intervals is, number of classes is the range divided by class length. Range divided by class length. What is range? The largest value minus the smallest value. What is the largest value over here? 78. Largest value over here is 78. And the smallest value over here is 40. Yes or no? There's nothing below 40 over here. So therefore, 78 minus 40 is 38. 38 is the range and the class length is how much? 5. So 38 divided by 5, if you do, you get 7.6. So you have to approximate as 8. So option D is the right answer. Guys, in a cumulative frequency curve, what is represented on the y-axis? Guys, cumulative frequency curve is a graph obtained by taking cumulative frequency on the y-axis and class boundaries on the x-axis. Definitely option B is the answer. In a frequency distribution, the relative frequency of the class is, what is relative frequency? Class frequency divided by total frequency. So option A is the answer. Guys, frequency density corresponding to the class interval is the ratio of, what is frequency density? Class frequency to the total, class length. Class frequency divided by class length is a definition for frequency density. So option B is the right answer. Guys, look at the next one, 68. The AM and HM for two numbers are 5 and 32. What is GM? Guys, GM, the relationship between AM, GM, HM is root of AM into HM. So 5 into 3.2 and then press the root. Which is nothing but 4. So GM is option C, 4. If the QD is 12 and the first quartile is 25, QD is 12 and the first quartile is 25, then the value of third quartile is, guys, what is the relationship between first quartile, third quartile and the QD? QD is Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. So QD is 12, they have given 12 into 2 is 24 is equal to Q3 minus Q1. Q1 is given to be 25. If I take this 25 here, it becomes plus 25. So Q3 is 24 plus 25 is 49. Option B is the right answer. Guys, the next question, if the mode of the group data is 10 and the median is 6, mode is 10 and median is 6, then the value of mean is, guys, what's the relationship between mean, median, mode? Mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. We need to compute the value of mean. So 2 mean is equal to 3 median minus mode. So 3 into median. What is median? 6 minus mode is 10. The result is 8. So 8 by 2 is the mean, which is nothing but 4. Option B is the right answer. Guys, look at the next question. The mean of 5 observations, x plus 1, x plus 3, x plus 5, x plus 7, x plus 9. Guys, if you look at the observation, there is an equal spacing between the observation. That means there is a common difference. Yes or no? So if there is a common difference, if it is an AP, definitely the middle term itself is an AM. So AM is nothing but x plus 5. Middle term itself is AM, or the AM of the extreme terms. You get the same thing actually, which is nothing but 15. Guys, x is equal to 15 minus 5, which is nothing but 10. Option A is the right answer. Look at the next question. The mean of first 3 items is 17. The mean of next 4 items is 21. Find the mean of 7 terms. Obviously, combined mean concept. What is combined mean? N1 x1 bar plus N2 x2 bar divided by N1 plus N2. Guys, what is N1? N1 is 3 into x1 bar. x1 bar is 17. M plus N2 is 4, x2 bar is 21, M plus MRC divided by N1 plus N2. N1 plus N2 is 7 because 3 plus 4. And the result is 19.2857. So option D is the right answer. Guys, the next question. The mean of set of 20 observations is 18.3. The mean is reduced by 6 when the new observation is added to it. How many observation? A new observation, only one observation. Guys, you can use this shortcut formula, summation x plus x. New observation is x divided by total observations are how many? Initially 20. Now one observation is added, so 21, and that is equal to the new mean. What is new mean, guys? New mean is nothing but it is reduced by 0.6. That means 18.3 minus 0.6 is 17.7. Correct? 18.3 minus 0.6 is 17.7. So all that you need to do is summation x you find out. What is summation x initially for 20 observations? For 20 observation, what is summation x? 20 into 18.3. And then add x value. What is x value? It is there in the option. You need not do it. So 366. 7 plus x, 366 plus x is equal to 21 into 17.7. 21 into 17.7. And the result is 371.7. Guys, 371.7 is subtracted minus 366. So how much it is? X is equal to 5.7. Option C is the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. If x and y are related by 3x minus 4y equal to 20, QD is equal to 12. Guys, it's QD is clearly a dispersion concept. You know, dispersion of y is equal to mod of a by b into dispersion of x. Yes or no? So what is a value? Coefficient of x is a, that is 3. Coefficient of y is b, so 3 by 4. Since it is modulus, so positive value only has to be taken. Now what is dispersion of x, guys? Dispersion of x is 12. 4 1s are 4 3s are 3 3s are 9. The answer is option A. Let's move on to the next question. 75th. If AM and GM of two positive numbers A and B are 12 and 12 respectively. Guys, if for AM and GM to be equal, the observations must be equal and positive. So only option where the observations are equal and positive are 12 and 12, because they're asked to find the numbers. So numbers definitely have to be equal numbers, only 12 and 12. That's the right answer. If the range of the data is 20 and the smallest observation is 5, what is the largest value? Guys, what is range basically? L minus S. So smallest is given, smallest is 5, range is 20, so largest observation is 25. Option B is the right answer. Guys, let's move on to the next one. We need to find the median for this. What is the median formula for the continuous group data? Guys, it is L1 plus n by 2 minus CF upon F into C. So what is n by 2 basically? First of all, you need to find LCF for the median. So 3 plus 5 is 8, 8 plus 20 is 28, 28 plus 12 is 40, 40 plus 7 is 47. So what is n by 2? N by 2 is 23.5. Yes or no? And CF you should be marking is just less than n by 2, which is 8. So 8 should be CF, and the class next to CF will be the median class, and the frequency corresponding to it is F. So L1 is 20 and L2 is 30. Median class boundaries are L1 and L2. Guys, you just have to compute. N by 2 is 23.5 minus CF is 8 divided by F is 20. into C. Class length is L2 minus L1, 30 minus 20 is 10, plus L1. What is L1, guys? The LCB of the first, median class, which is 20. So add 20 to it. You get median as 27.75. So option A is the right answer. Guys, look at the next question. If two variables x and y are related as 2x minus y equal to 3, 2x minus y equal to 3, if the median of x is 10, if the median of x is 10, what is the median of y? Guys, it's a central tendency concept. So we have to use the entire equation and plug in the value of x. In place of x, it is the median of x you have to plug in. So 10 minus y is equal to 3. Guys, ultimately, what is that you need to find out is y. So 20 minus 3 is 17. So median of y is 17, but 17 is missing in the option. So there's a mistake in the question. Please comment on this. All right, 79. If the mean and median of the moderately skewed distribution, so mean is 26.8 and median is 27.9, then the most probable mode is, so what is the relationship between mean, median, mode for a moderately skewed or asymmetrical distribution? Definitely it is 3 median minus 2 mean. Guys, take your calculator. 3 into, what is median? Median is 27.9. It's a positive value, m plus. 2 into mean, what is mean? 26.8, it's a negative value, so m minus, then MRC. So 30.1 is the mode value. Option B is the right answer. Guys, let's move on to the next question. Question number 15. A number is selected from the first 30 natural numbers. What is the probability that it would be divisible by 3 or 8? Guys, how many events are there? 2 events. 3 and 8. Divisible by 3 or divisible by 8. What separates this? Union. So P of A union B is what we need to find. What is P of A union B? P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Guys, P of A means number of numbers divisible by 3 from 30. Guys, 30 by 3 you have to do, you get 10. There are 10 numbers divisible by 3. So 10 out of, what is n of s? 30 natural numbers, right? So 10 by 30 plus P of B. So B is basically divisible by 8. So 30 by 8 if you do, you get 30 divided by 8. So 3.75, but you should be taking only the integral part of it, which is 3. Right, so 3 by 10 minus P of A intersection B. Guys, for A intersection B, you have to take the LCM of 3 and 8, which is 24. So when you have to divide 30 by 24, you get 1 point something, definitely rounded off value. That means integral value is 1. So 1 by 30. 1 by 30. Guys, basically what is this? 13 minus 1 is 12. 12 by 30. So what is 12 by 30? 12 divided by 30 is the answer. 12 divided by 30. The answer is 0.4. Option B. Guys, let's move on to the next question. P of A intersection B, P of A union B are given. What formula relates this? P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. But what we are given is P of B dash, and what we are asked is P of A dash. How do you write P of A dash, guys? How do you write P of A in terms of P of A dash? 1 minus P of A dash, correct? Plus P of B. How do you write P of B in terms of P of B dash? 1 minus P of B dash. And minus P of A intersection B is how much? 1 by 3. P of A union B is 5 by 6. Alright, 5 by 6 is equal to 1 minus P of A dash we need to compute, plus 1 minus P of B dash is given as 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. Guys, what we shall do is take this P of minus P of A dash on the left hand side, everything else on the other side. So 1 plus 1 is 2, minus half, minus 1 by 3, minus 5 by 6. So type 2, m plus, type 1 divided by 2, m minus, because negative, type 1 divided by 3, negative, m minus, type 5 divided by 6, negative, m minus, MRC. So you get 0.3333, which is 1 by 3 is the right answer. Is it clear? Let's move on to the next question. Question number 82. A number is selected at random from a first 100 natural numbers. What is the probability that it would be a multiple of 3 or 7? Once again, it's similar to question number 80, right? So P of A union B is what you need to find. 100 divided by 3 is 33.33. Therefore, 33 only you have to consider. 33 out of 100 is P of A. P of B, 100 by 7. 100 divided by 7 is 14.28. You should be taking only integral part. 14 divided by 100. Now P of A intersection B, LCM of 3 and 7 you have to take, which is 21. So 100 divided by 21, if you do, you get 4.76. You should be considering only the integral part, which is 4 by 100. Guys, 33 plus 14 minus 4, the result is 43 by 100, which is nothing but 0.43, or option D is the answer. Clear? Let's move on to the next question, number 83. 83 says P of A, P of B, P of A union B. What is P of A intersection B? Definitely it's a P of A union B formula you have to use, but P of A union B and P of A intersection can be you can transfer P of A union B to the right hand side, P of A intersection B to the left hand side by writing. So it is P of A intersection B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A union B. Actually, the original formula, this is here and this is here. We can always do this by using the basics of what? Mathematics, fundamental. Right. Now guys, what is P of A? P of A is 1 by 2. Type 1 by 2, it's positive m plus. What is P of B? P of B is 1 by 3. Type 1 divided by 3, it's a positive value m plus. Now type P of A union B, which is 1 by 2. Sorry, 2 by 3. Type 2 divided by 3, it's a negative value m minus MRC. So you get 0.1666. Clearly 1 by 6. If you want, you can just check. 1 divided by 6 is 0.1666. So option C is the right answer. Yes, let's move on to the next one. Question number 84. A box contains 20 electrical bulbs, out of which 4 are defective. 4 are defective. 2 bulbs are drawn at random. 4 are defective means 16 are good. Correct? 2 bulbs are drawn at random. So N of S is out of 20, you have to select 2, 20C2. Correct? What is 20C2? 20 into 19 divided by 2, which is 190. Now guys, the probability that at least one of them is defective, guys, for at least one, what you need to do? Total minus none. Correct? Total minus none. Total minus none. 1 minus probability of no defective. So probability of at least one defective means 1 minus probability of no defective. Guys, no defective means N of A by N of S. No defective means all, whatever the bulbs that you are selecting, 2 bulbs you are selecting, it should be from non-defective only. That means 16 good only. That means 16C2. From 16 only, it should be selecting those 2 bulbs. But N of S is 190. N of S is 190. Solve first of all the second term, that is 16C2. What is 16C2? 16 into 15 divided by 2 divided by 190. Guys, it's a negative value. How do you make it negative? Plus or minus button and add 1 to it. You get 0.3684. Which option? If you see the first option, 7 by 19, you get 0.3684. So option A is the right one. Guys, look at the next question, 85. If a card is drawn at random from a pack of 52 cards, what is the chance of getting a club or a king? Again, there are 2 events here, A and B. What separates the 2 events? Union. So P of A union B is what you need to find. P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. What is P of A, guys? Club. How many clubs are there? 13 out of 52. And king. How many kings are there? 4 out of 52. P of A intersection B. Guys, common between club and a king. You know, club is one of the suit. In club, there will be 1 king. Yes or no? One king in each suit. Club is one of the suits. So therefore, 1 by 52. So therefore, 13 plus 4 is 17. 17 minus 1 is 16. So 16 by 52 is the answer. Option D. Guys, let's move on to the next chapter, number 16, that is theoretical distribution. The question is, if X is the random variable of the normal distribution of the parameter mu1 plus mu1 comma sigma 1 square and mu2 comma sigma 2 square is the random, the parameters of the random variable Y. Okay, then X plus Y is this. It's a definitely additive property, right? X and Y are added here. The mean and SD of X plus Y, they're asking. What is mean? Mu1 plus mu2. Guys, this is nothing but sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square is nothing but the variance. So what is standard deviation? Root of that. Therefore, option B is the right answer. SD of x plus y will be definitely sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square under the root. So option B is the answer. Look at the next question, guys. For a binomial distribution, the mean and SD are 10 and 3 respectively. Find the value of n. Guys, when the mean and SD are given, you know mean and variance, right? So what is Q, guys? If you know mean and variance, see, variance is 9. This is variance. Because SD is 3, so variance is definitely 9. Square of SD, which is 9. Guys, what is Q? Variance by mean. Variance is 9, mean is 10, so Q is equal to 9 by 10. What is P then? 1 by 10, because P plus Q is always 1. Guys, since we know the mean NP is equal to 10, correct? Out of this, what do we know? P value is 1 by 10. Just now we found out. Guys, how did we find Q first of all? Variance by mean is Q. Yes or no? Variance is 9 because standard deviation is 3. So variance is 9 divided by the mean, which is 10. NPQ by NP, which is Q, right? So if Q is 9 by 10, P is 1 by 10. So substituting that P value over here, you get N is equal to 100. Option D is the right answer. Guys, in a standard normal distribution, the value of mean and SDR, mean of a standard normal distribution is 0 and standard deviation is 1. So 0, 1 is the answer. Let's look into the next question, 89. The mean and the variance of a random variable which follows the binomial distribution. Guys, mean is 7 and the variance is 6. Therefore, Q will be what? Variance by mean 6 by 7 and P is equal to 1 by 7. Yes or no? If P is 6 by 7, Q is 6 by 7, P is 1 by 7. They're asking probability of success. That means P value. So 1 by 7 is the answer. Let's look into the next question. 6 coins are tossed simultaneously. Probability of obtaining exactly 2 heads. So x equal to 2. P of x equal to 2 we are asked. So tossing of a coin definitely what? The binomial distribution. NCx p power x q power n minus x. Guys, what is n here? N is equal to 6. So 6c2. P is what? 1 by 2 power 2. Q is what? 1 by 2 power how much? 6 minus 2 is 4. Guys, what is 6c2? 6 into 5 divided by 2 factorial, which is 2, which is 15. And what about this? 1 by 2 whole power 6. Nothing but 1 by 2 power 6. So 15 by 2 power 6 is 64. What is 15 by 64, guys? 15 divided by 64. The answer is 0.2343. Option A is the right answer. Guys, let's move on to the next question, number 17. If the regression line of y on x and x on y are given as 10x minus 290 is equal to minus 20y, 7y minus 104 is equal to minus 4x. Let's try to write this in the proper way. 10x plus 20y is equal to 290 is the first equation. 4x plus 7y is equal to 104 is the second equation. Guys, we need to find the values of x bar and y bar. Mean of x and y means x bar and y bar. Where are they? In the option. Just try to hit the options. Guys, if I plug in x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 12, 10 into 5 m plus 20 into 12 m plus MRC, which is 290 satisfying. Now second equation, 4 into 5 m plus then 7 into 12 m plus MRC 104. So option A itself satisfy both the equations. Guys, the ratio of covariance between x and y, covariance between x and y, and the product of SD of two variables, that means Sx into Sy. What is this? Karl-Pearson's correlation coefficient, isn't it? It is Karl-Pearson's correlation coefficient. Look at question number 93. If the correlation coefficient is 0.8, R is equal to 0.8, Bxy is 0.32, we are asked to find Byx. What's the relationship between R, Bxy and Byx? R is equal to root of Bxy into Byx. Guys, you can clearly see R is positive. So both Bxy and Byx are positive. And Byx is under the root square on both sides. R square is equal to Bxy into Byx. Therefore, Byx is nothing but R square divided by Bxy. What is R, guys? 0.8. Type 0.8, square it, press into, press equal, divided by Bxy is 0.32. The answer is 2. So Byx is equal to 2. Option A is the right answer. Guys, if the regression coefficient of y on x is greater than 1, so Byx is greater than 1, then the other regression coefficient will be definitely less than 1 because the reason is that the product of the two must be lesser than 1, because R value cannot exceed 1. Therefore, it should be less than 1. If byx is more than 1, bxy should be less than 1, because ultimately the product of the two and the root of that will be the correlation coefficient. If byx is greater than 1, bxy cannot be greater than 1. It should be definitely lesser than 1. 95th question. Regression line of y on x is given. Guys, when regression line of y on x is given, so you can find out byx. You have to do x by y from this equation. Correct? That means 6 by 4. Coefficient of x is 6 and coefficient of y is 4, which is 1.5. Guys, byx is positive or negative? Definitely positive, because when you segregate both x and y equation, both x and y in the equation, both x and y will be positive. Regression coefficients are positive. Even r is also positive. Now, correlation coefficient is given as 0.8. Looking at the correlation coefficient only, you can say bxy, byx both are positive because r is positive. Okay. Now, what we need to compute is bxy. So, once again, the same thing, r square divided by byx. Correct? So, what is r square, guys? R square is 0.8 press into press equal divided by byx is 1.5. And the answer is 0.42666. I think, but option B is the right answer. Guys, look at the next question. Question number 96. The gross monthly pay of an employee is 15,000 in a year 2020. The CPI in the year 2013 is 155 and 2020 as a base year. Okay, 2020 as the base year. So base year CPI is not given, so which is taken as 100. If the employee is to be rightly compensated, what is the dearness allowance? Guys, if you want to find DA, you need to find the current year salary. What is current year salary? The factor of index, which is current year CPI by base year CPI, which is 155 by 100, because base year CPI is not given, so 100 it has to be taken as so 1.55. that has to be multiplied with the base year salary, which is 15,000. So into 15,000 you get 23,250. 23,250. This is the current year salary. Now, what is DA? Current year salary minus base year salary. 23,250 minus 15,000, which is 8,250. 8,250. So option B is the right answer. Let's look at the 97th question. An index number constructed to measure the relative change in the price of an item or a group of items is called as. Definitely, it is comparing what? The price. Definitely price index it is. Fisher's index doesn't satisfy circular test. The only test which is not satisfied by Fisher's is circular test. Let's move on to the next question. 99. If the Laspier's index is 110, Pasch's index is 108, what is the value of Fisher's index? So F is, root of L into P multiply Laspier's and Pasch's. 110 into 108. Press equal and press the root. You get 110 110 into 108. Press equal and press the root. You get 108.99. Option C is the right answer. Here's the last question. From the year 2013 to 2023, the CPI is increased from 135 to 188. The base year CPI is 135, current year CPI is 180. During this period, the salary of the employee as per the pay commission recommended was revised from 23,000 to 29,500. In real terms, an employee should get the following additional amount. So basically, find the current year salary, guys. You will know how much extra it should be given. Current salary should be what? Factor of index 180 by 135 into base year salary is 23,000. So it's 180 divided by 135 into 23,000. If you do, you get 30,666.66. This should have been the current year salary, but they have made it only 29,500. So if you subtract 29,500, extra should be given to him as 1166.66. The nearest answer is option A. Yes, guys, this concludes the paper. Hope you found it useful, right? Thank you so much.